Okay, so the button mappers wanted me to do another video response in regards to the question of which is better, PlayStation 2 or GameCube. Now, they also mentioned Xbox, but I'm not even going to talk about that because that's a piece of shit compared to PS2 and GameCube. And yeah, I really wanted to do a video response to this because this is a battle between two 6th-gen consoles, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really have much time to really devote to making videos, so I just want to get this out of the way now and just rush it. I know that this is kind of like going to be a shitty video, I know it is, but I just want to get it out of the way just so I can enter. So basically my pick is GameCube. Now, you all know that I picked GameCube, it's not a spoiler, I've already done a video talking about it, but I'm doing this off the cuff because I just can't be asked to read off a script. I don't enjoy reading off a script, people. The only reason why I read off a script is mainly for you guys, so that you guys can get better commentary, because I know that when I don't read off a script, I just suck at doing things off the cuff. I know I do, and that's why I do things scripted, because I know that it's better for you guys. I just don't enjoy it. But yeah, basically, GameCube and PS2, picking between them is like choosing between your children, you know? It's like you can't have one without the other. It goes without saying, because I got my PS2 and my GameCube at the same time, which pretty much sums it up. They were inseparable the moment I got them, because I got both of them on my birthday. But the thing is, I asked for the GameCube, not the PlayStation 2, but I ended up getting both, and it was a surprise from my parents for my birthday. And my GameCube came with a copy of Pokemon Colosseum, which I was really hyped for, and that game did live up to the hype. Remember those days when games lived up to the hype? Yeah, those were great times. And Pokemon Channel. And on PS2, I got Burnout 3 Takedown. So over time, I expanded my collection, and now I have more PS2 games than GameCube games, and there's a reason for that. Firstly, GameCube games are expensive and hard to collect for. Secondly, PS2 games are plentiful. There's tons of them. There's a lot of PS2 games out there to get and to play, so yeah. And you're probably wondering why I don't cover many GameCube related videos on my channel, and why I don't do much content in regards to the GameCube, and why I do more content in regards to PS2. That might mislead people into thinking that I prefer PS2. But there's a reason why I cover PS2. The reason why I cover PS2 on my channel is simple, because there's more niche games on the PS2, and I want to cover niche games that aren't talked about as often, because GameCube games have been talked about to death. Everybody talks about them. What more can I add to it? Like, there's reviews of F-Zero GX out there. Go check out Kevin J's review of F-Zero GX, it's a great one. You know, there's tons of reviews out there for F-Zero GX, tons of videos that cover F-Zero. What more can I add to it? But at the end of the day, really, I like both consoles. Logically speaking, maybe the PS2 would be my pick, because, as I say, I like beat-em-ups and RPGs, and that's what that system's all about. But the reason why I picked GameCube is mainly because the memories, you know? I chose that console, not the PS2. I didn't choose that console. I ended up growing to like the PS2 a lot, but the thing is that I still like the GameCube a lot. It's just that I don't really have as many GameCube games, and I haven't played as many. But I have a lot of memories playing multiplayer with friends on the GameCube, and it was essentially the console of choice when we were playing multiplayer. And I also found that GameCube games are a lot easier to just jump into and play, whereas PS2 games, they're more of a time commitment, generally speaking. Like, there's a lot of RPGs and beat-em-ups, and they are a time commitment. So you kind of have to, like, you know, play them once and then move on to another one. Like, I'm not big into, like, replaying games, people. I'm just not. But jumping into a game for, like, a few rounds, I don't mind that. And that's something that the GameCube had. And there were a lot of great games that were built for multiplayer, or just single-player content where you can just have a few rounds against the AI. Stuff like that. And it's fun every now and again. And that's why I like the GameCube better, because there's loads of games like that. And the GameCube has the best games of that kind. Whereas the PS2, all of the best games on the PS2 are single-player games. Pretty much. As, you know, like, it's got lots of RPGs and beat-em-ups. And that's not a bad thing, but it's just that because multiplayer games are what the GameCube specializes in. All of my memories are with GameCube. So really, while logically speaking my brain picks PlayStation 2, my soul picks GameCube. So ultimately I'm going to choose GameCube just simply because it's what I'm closely connected to the most, because it's part of my legacy, whereas the PS2, you know, like it's not as memorable to me. Even though I do have memories with PS2, it's not as memorable to me as the GameCube. I know it sounds silly, I know it does, but that's why I picked GameCube. But there's other reasons why as well. I like the GameCube controller, I like the look of the GameCube, and the GameCube has somewhat more consistency in its games than PS2. Like, PS2 has a lot of crap on it as well as good games, but the GameCube has a lot of good games, at least the Nintendo branded games. Like, those are really fucking good on the GameCube. But I am aware that the GameCube doesn't really cater to me in the same way that the PlayStation 2 does. But I still think that the GameCube games that are there, despite the fact that they may or may not cater to me, are still a lot of fun for me to play. Like, games like Super Mario Sunshine I can really enjoy, even though I'm not a big platformer fan, for example. And, you know, you got Mario Kart Double Dash, which is pretty fun as well, and you got quite a few racing games. It's just a system that I can just go back to a game and just play a game that I wouldn't play on any other system, like Mario Power Tennis, for example, or Mario Party 4. Yeah, I'll only play those games on the GameCube because to me, those are the best versions. The GameCube has the best versions of Nintendo games, in my opinion. That's just what I believe, at least. I mean, yeah, you could argue that Kirby Superstar is on the SNES and it's better than Kirby Air Ride because Kirby Air Ride isn't really a platformer, but as I say, you can't really compare them. And you could argue that Star Fox on SNES is better than Star Fox Assault, and in a way, I do like Star Fox a lot, but Star Fox Assault I also really enjoy as well, so I consider them neck and neck, really. So really, the GameCube does have the best versions of games in my opinion, and it is the ultimate Nintendo console, and it always will be. It's just brilliant, whereas the PlayStation 2, it's a good console, a very good console, but it just doesn't have that same appeal. The platformers don't appeal to me. I can't get into like Jak 3 or anything like that, or Crash. I just can't get into it. Whereas Super Mario Sunshine, I actually love it. I don't know why, it's just something special about the GameCube. Whereas the PlayStation 2, it's just like, I just play the games that I like on that system. GameCube, I'm more open-minded and willing to try different games on it, because generally speaking, they are better. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Yes, it's a long video, I don't care. Screw Spencer's rules, they're bullshit. If you expect me to do a video response in under 3 minutes, you're laughing. I'm on a hiatus, guys. I don't have time to edit all this shit right now. You can sort that out if you want, but I'm not going to do that. So take it or leave it.